The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
A gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken. Down.
Ryan Fitzpatrick sacked. Shaquille Barrett. A 17-yard.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On first down, here's Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and...
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 6-yard line.
Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
From 6 yards away. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Buccaneers nothing. Jason Sanders to kick
now
off.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. Ogunbowale elects to not bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 53 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Shaq Lawson drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
4th down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
A turnover on downs.
Gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
From the gun, it's Tua. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal.
Gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 21-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Brady tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted by...
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante. Pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable, and there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. He's got Evans. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Brady's throw there complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
55 no, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will. Now here, Charles, that him in.
I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Kyle Van Noy in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On play action, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Buccaneers.
And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Flushed out right. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Miami.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. 3rd down here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. 20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Devin White on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7.
2nd and 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the extra point.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Looking downfield for Godwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
10 yards there to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, that's a carry with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
And a Dolphin 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Tua. He's airing it out for Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play.
And now here is another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Intercepted by
and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He's at the 40.
If you were me, you'd do this too.
10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. The disaster there, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Hey, 66.
Free to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up in. Dropped in the end zone, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
Coming to you. Check it back.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Winfield on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
now it's Breida.
The 14-yard line.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is Breida. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
Jordan Whitehead on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.